Hello security gurus, welcome to this new lecture. In this lecture, we are going to learn about the various cybersecurity analyst jobs within the market. This will help us to understand the skills that a cybersecurity analyst should have in order to secure a job in the current job market. We will look at the various job positions. These job positions will be for various experience level associates. We will start looking at an entry level associate who is just going to start his or her career in the cybersecurity space. We will look at the entry level cybersecurity analyst jobs, and we will try to understand the skills that are expected by the employers from the candidates. Once we have understood those skills, we will move towards a higher level job experience, where we will look at the job positions that require some experience, like 1 to 3 years of experience for cybersecurity analyst or engineers. After that, we will move towards the senior level positions, then towards lead, and finally we will look at some of the principal level positions. Now these all positions will be either individual contributor positions, or it can also involve some managerial skills once you reach the lead position. So we will try to understand the skills that are required in these various positions, and we will also look at the common skills that we will see across all these positions. And once we identify the skills that are core to all these job positions, we will start learning those skills and will start building our skills according to that. So let's jump into the action. Now the first job position that we will look at is cybersecurity analyst job position. You can scan this barcode to open this job position on your mobile as well. You just need to use the Google Lens to scan this barcode, and then you can open this job position. So the first job position that we are going to look at is cybersecurity analyst job position. This is the entry level job position. So let me switch to that. As you can see, cybersecurity analyst job position. I have posted this job position on my website asecurityguru.com. The reason is that sometimes these links expire, and if you try to access this link in future, you will not be able to see this job description. That's why I have copied and pasted this job position on my website so that you can refer to it anytime. However, this job position I found on linkedin.com. I have added linkedin.com link as well, where you can apply for this job position. So let's first look at the skills that are required for this job position. Now first thing is that this is an entry level job position. Here we require 0 to 1 years of experience only. So anyone going to start its career in cybersecurity field, they can apply for this job position. So they are expecting us to be familiar with monitoring security alerts, logs, and events from SIEM tools. Now SIEM tool like Splunk is a very popular example. If you are familiar with such tools, you are a right candidate for this position. Now they want us to identify potential security threats that can convert into a security incident. They want us to help them avoid such security incidents. So any security analyst that is familiar with identifying security threats, vulnerabilities, can monitor logs and can help to monitor such security incidents, create reports, follow the security procedure. They are the right candidate fit for this position. Now they also want us to have basic networking understanding, and they want us to have good analytical and problem solving skills. Some experience with tools like Splunk, QRadar is expected, with vulnerability scanning tools like Nessus. So we will try to cover some of these skills in this course as well, so that you are ready to apply for this position if you are looking to apply for an entry level position. If you have certifications like CEH Security Plus, then there are high chances that your CV will get selected for this position. Now let's move to the second position, which requires a bit of experience, which is Associate Security Consultant position. Now this position requires a minimum of 1 to 3 years of experience in cybersecurity domain. This position focuses more on penetration testing. Hence this position is for vulnerability assessment and penetration testing engineers. They want us to have some experience with web application penetration testing, API penetration testing, mobile application penetration testing, thick client, source code audit experience, which can be manual and automated. We can use automated tools like Sonar Cloud, Sonar Cube, Veracode to identify security vulnerabilities within the source code. And they want us to have basic networking understanding as well. They want us to have knowledge of some programming language. It can be Java, C, C++, and then they want us to have some certifications like OSCP, CH, or any similar level certification. So again, we will try to cover some of these skills in this course so that you are better prepared for this position and can apply for this position as well. If you are looking to become a penetration tester, you will always see that companies prefer those candidates who have bug bounty or hall of fames given from the major companies. So if you are a part of Bugcrowd platform, HackerOne platform, where you have identified some bugs, you can always apply for such positions and there are high chances you will get this job position. Now this job position is posted on linkedin.com. If you want to apply for this position, just click on this link and go to the actual website where this job position has been posted. I hope you are now familiar with the job requirements for this position. Let's move to the next one, which is a more senior job position. So let me switch to that. The next job position is Senior Product Security Engineer job position. Let me switch back to this job position. Now this job position has been posted by Cloud Software Group and they want us to have minimum of 5+ years of experience in offensive security, penetration testing or red teaming. It means this job position is specifically for penetration tester who has good experience and a red team expert. If you have certifications like OSCP, GPEN, OSEP, then there are high chances your CV will be shortlisted for this position. It means you should be able to simulate the real world attacks from within the network so that you can identify weakness within the current infrastructure of the organization and could help to improve the overall security posture of the application, APIs and infrastructure. You need to have the real world hacking skills in order to be successful in this job position. Now, some basics that are required for this job position is to have an understanding of latest security threats, MITRE attack framework, offensive security tooling, the various tools available within Kali Linux and similar offensive security operating systems. You also should be able to develop your own automation scripts to support these ethical hacking activities. So for that, you need to have some experience with these scripting or programming languages like Python, JavaScript, Bash, PowerShell. Hence, you need to have very good penetration testing skills in order to be successful in this job position. Now, this job position is on the offensive side of the security. There are similar job positions that are on the application security side, which requires you to have an understanding of container security, cloud security, product security, where you look at implementing security controls instead of exploiting the existing weaknesses. Now, those kind of job position requires you to be familiar with DevSecOps, static application security testing, dynamic application security testing, container security, infrastructure as code security. A similar senior product security engineer position might be requiring different skills as well. This is just one example of senior product security engineer job position. Now let's move to the next position where we will look at the lead product security position, and I will switch to that. Now lead security engineer position has been posted here. You can click on this link and look at the original job position. Now this lead security engineer position is to secure application and cloud programs. This is focusing on the shift left security culture, where you will see focus being given on DevSecOps, enabling security testing into CI/CD pipelines. Let's first see the experience that is required for this job position. So they're asking you to have 6+ years of experience in security engineering. They want you to have experience with some programming language. Now, the reason is that if you are working in DevSecOps, you need to have an understanding of at least one programming language, because you might be required to write some code in order to integrate security tools within the pipelines. We will see real life examples of implementing DevSecOps in this course as well. So I'm just explaining you the skills that are required for these various positions, and DevSecOps is one such in-demand skill that is required across various job positions. Hence, you need to have a good understanding of DevSecOps tools that include static application security testing, dynamic application security testing, container scanning, infrastructure scanning, and so on. You need to have proficiency with one programming language. Any of this programming language will be fine. You need to have 6+ years of experience with a primary focus on application and cloud security. It means this job position specifically requires you to have experience on cloud security skills as well. They want you to have certifications like OSCP or cloud security certification like AWS security, which is a very respected certification in the market. So to summarize, they want you to have good experience in cloud security, application security, and specifically DevSecOps practices. You should be able to independently integrate security tools within CI/CD pipelines. For example, if they ask you to integrate Sonar Cloud within the DevSecOps pipeline, you should be able to write code to trigger Sonar Cloud scans on the code in the CI/CD pipeline automatically. We will see practical example of DevSecOps within this entire course. So we will cover a lot of things like threat modeling, DevSecOps, SAST, DAST, and integrating security tools within CI/CD pipelines in this course. So we will prepare you for such job positions as well. If you have good level of experience like 6+ experience, you should be able to apply for such lead security engineer positions as well after you practice the case study given in this course. Let's move to the next job position that we will cover in this lecture, and that is principal security engineer position. This is the principal security position where they want you to have 10+ years of security experience across application security, DevSecOps, incident detection and response, and related fields. They want you to have at least one programming language knowledge with deep experience in code reviews and security assessments. When we talk about security assessment, these are static application security assessment, dynamic application security assessment, container security assessment, infrastructure as code security assessment, penetration security assessments, and so on. They want you to have good cloud native environment experience as well. And in this job position, you will have to lead teams as well in case of complex vulnerability remediation process, where you will have to work with the development teams and help them to fix security vulnerabilities. You will have to explain the mitigation process, the recommended code fixes that will help them to fix the security vulnerabilities in the product. So you need to have a good understanding of security vulnerabilities where you could identify the security vulnerabilities and you could also help teams to fix those security vulnerabilities. And you will also have to mentor the junior security engineers with their day-to-day task. You can look at the original position by clicking on this link here as well. I hope you are now clear about the various skills that are required in the various cybersecurity job positions. So we looked at the entry-level job positions like Cybersecurity Analyst and Associate Security Analyst, where the required experience is 0 to 1 and 1 to 3 years of experience. After that, we looked at a Senior Product Security Engineer position, where the experience level required is 5+ years of experience. After that, we looked at a Lead Security Engineer position and Principal Security Engineer position as well. We looked at the various skills that are required across all these positions. Now, in the next lecture, we will look at the core skills that are common across all these job roles so that we can build our core skills across these job positions. And then we will start learning all those core skills that can help us to apply to these job positions as per our experience level. So at the end of this course, if you are a entry-level cybersecurity analyst, you will be able to apply to such position. If you are a senior or lead level security engineer, you will be able to apply to these positions at the end of this course, because we will cover a lot of skills that have been given in these positions. I hope you are as excited as I am. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. See you in the next lecture.